Hello, everyone. I got to tell you about this weird thing that happened to me at Chuck E. Cheese. You know, the place with the games and the giant mouse? Yeah, that one. I was there with my friends, just hanging out and playing some games. Everything was cool, lots of kids running around, the place buzzing with noise. Chuck E. Cheese and his pals were doing their thing, dancing and taking pictures with the kids. But then I noticed something weird. There was this one kid, not much older than me, who went into the back room with one of the mascots. At first, I didn't think much of it. Maybe they were doing a special party or something. But it felt odd. Like, why would a mascot take a kid into the back room? And it's not like anyone else noticed. Everyone was busy with the games and the pizza. So, I kept an eye on that back room, and after a while, the kid who went in didn't come back out. It was strange, 'cause all the other kids were having fun, but this one just vanished. I asked my friends if they saw it, but they were like, "Nah, you're seeing things." But I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. I mean, who goes into the back room at Chuck E. Cheese and doesn't come out? So I started asking around, but no one seemed to care. That's when I noticed things changing. Word got out. People started talking about kids disappearing, strange stuff happening in the back room. And then, out of nowhere, Chuck E. Cheese got shut down, closed its doors, just like that. It was like the whole place was hiding some dark secret. I don't know what happened in that back room, but it gives me the creeps. Chuck E. Cheese was supposed to be a fun place, but now it's got this shadow over it. And I can't help but wonder what went on behind those closed doors. Okay, so I need to spill about this messed up thing that happened at Chuck E. Cheese. The pizza place where kids go nuts over the games. Well, brace yourself, 'cause it's not all fun and games like you'd think. I'm hanging there with my little sister, munching on some pizza when I noticed Chuck E. Cheese, the mascot, doing his usual dance thing with the kids. Seemed normal at first, until I saw his hands. They were covered in something dark, like seriously dark. I tried to shake it off, thinking it's just some sauce or whatever. But deep down, I knew it was messed up. Curiosity gets the better of me, and I decide to sneak a peek backstage when he goes in. There's this door that says "Employees Only," and, well, I couldn't resist. Behind that door, it was like a horror movie. Chuck E. Cheese was there, no surprise, but he wasn't alone. Another guy, not in a mascot suit, tied up and looking terrified. And Chuck E. Cheese, he's holding this knife, still dripping with whatever was on his hands. I flipped out, raced back to my sister, and told her we got to bolt. But before we could make our grand exit, the police swarmed in. I mean, out of nowhere. Turns out, Chuck E. Cheese wasn't just entertaining kids. He was up to some seriously messed up stuff. The place got raided, cops everywhere, and they cuffed Chuck E. Cheese, parading him out like some kind of criminal. My sister and I just stood there, jaws on the floor. Who would have thought a family-friendly pizza joint would turn into a crime scene? Whenever I drive by a Chuck E. Cheese now, all I can think about is the twisted things happening behind those doors. It's like the innocence got stripped away, revealing something far more sinister.